Let's, without further ado, let's just get into this. So we covered this in the last week. We covered the govern function. We kind of went over like a broad base, like what it actually is doing. So now what we've been doing is going function by function, day after day, week after week. So let's get into identify function. Govern function is what is the organization? How is the organization going to implement cybersecurity throughout the entire structure of the organization? How are they going to do that? Leadership has to fund it. Leadership has to back it. That's how they do it. And we went through many of these different aspects. Policy is a real big part of that. Now, in the program that I'm putting out, we're going to be walking through programs. I'm going to show you how you can use AI to do a lot of this work to help you, not to, this is to supplement your work. It's not to replace you. It's a great way to work through this stuff faster. So AI will be a part of the teaching that I'm going to do in the program. So let's get into identify. What is this? Identify, as I've been doing this for many, many years, I've noticed like identify is one of the things that organizations struggle with the most. The identify function is where you are doing baseline, your configuration baseline. What does that mean in layman's terms? That means knowing what's in your environment. It's really, really important, such that everything kind of comes back to identify. You can't do protect without identifying what's in your organization. You can't detect what's going on, the activities that are going on, if you don't identify what's in your environment. You can't respond to things properly if you don't know what's in your environment. You can't recover as effectively if you don't know what's in your environment. And govern actually depends very heavily on your environment. That's why this is, if you happen to be looking at the screen, you've got a map that shows govern, protect, detect, respond, and recover, all pointing to identify. Because in order to improve, in order to do any of these functions, you've got to identify what's in your organization. And that's why any organization I've gone to, if they didn't do this properly, they suffered for it. Their security all of their other security functions suffered for it, from detecting the right things to responding. Everything suffers if you don't have if you're not addressing this properly. And what is it?